Hi.
I was not trying to spill my popcorn, dang it.
Good evening from Canada. Good morning, Asia, Philippines, Singapore, Hong Kong,
Oh my god.
Japan. Konnichiwa. Hi, Nicholas. Nicholas is in the house.
Give
Nicholas,
me one
send the
second.
link you dropped, my friend. If you haven't done so, bingo, my brother. Comments.
There. Ali!
Okay, let's get Vinko out of the way. Well, he's got a new video. Vinko's got one new one. There you go, brother. Number 13. Hope you're doing well, brother. Okay, that's done. Tammy got the link. So
Good
she's
stuff.
good. Hi, Suzelle. Make love shout out. Good morning, Poe. Happy Easter. Thank you so much. Also HK, also Hong Kong. Good morning, Hong Kong. Thank you so much. Smash that like button. Drop a link, guys. We're here to support each other. Thank you for the thumbs up.
I shared out your video the other night.
Yeah, thank you. Angie, Megalove shout out. Thank you, Angie. Angie, I think Angie has an upcoming. I think you have a birthday GLS coming, Angie. Anyways, connect to me for a blessing. I know she's amazing. Angie, connect on, and I will support and give a blessing. Ah, she's live now. Let's do a dance out like 27.
Oh, she's live right now?
Yeah. Okay. Done. Done, Angie.
You drop her link.
Ah, drop the long link. Hey, admin Angie.
Oh, I can just click on her name. Mm.
Yeah, I got my upcoming short travel premiere done. Okay. Uh, thank you, thank you. It's nice. Go to channel. Get that live stream link. Oh, we got someone in the back. Uh.
Hello,
Sean!
Sean.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I've been all right.
Nice, nice, nice. I'm just chilling on some popcorn now. Since I don't know what happened to my chips earlier. I'm not going into details or anything, but
Shit.
okay, I can hear you guys. I thought it.
It's not fun, Ed.
Dude, Kyle!
Hello, Ellie.
I just can't hear you that. Sean
How
has
you doing, Alex?
his earphones. Hey, Sean. Everyone
Hello.
down in chat, please check out my brand new banger of a video.
What happened to Darren? Did he go do something?
Ow. Well, Darren probably dropped off, but we'll stay on here though.
Exactly, Sean, trucking, because we need to look after his channel until he comes back.
He probably went to go do something or had to take a phone call or something.
Yeah, or toilet stop.
Or his internet stopped working.
And I said everyone down in chat, check out my brand new bangers of the videos. Let's get this video, everyone down in chat, viral. Hey, Elmo. Go check out my video, Elmo.
So where have you been today, Sean?
Do what?
Where have you been today?
Just driving, working.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what load, Sean, you're dropping off to your location?
Nothing. I'm empty.
Oh,
I
wow.
I got to wake up at like 5 in the morning,
Oh, jeez.
get the
Sheesh.
fuel the truck up, and then head over to the Kenworth closer to Atlanta and drop this trailer and grab another guy's loaded trailer because he's
Mm-hmm.
broke down. I did
Yeah.
that. I did that today too. I got to do it again. Take his
Good.
load and take it up to Indianapolis for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're going
boy.
to get coffee so you can, stay, not like a zombie, but do it. Get to the location.
No, I only have a couple of cups of coffee a day because I don't want to
Exactly.
stay up all freaking night
Yeah.
or just lay here on the bed trying to fall asleep and can't because I'm wired on caffeine.
Exactly.
Uh, well,
Did you
crap.
hear about the
We don't have.
Artemis 2 on Wednesday, Sean?
I heard about the what?
The Artemis 2 launch.
Yeah. Did you get to see it or no?
Yeah, I got to watch it, but I was all the way in Melbourne. I didn't want to go down to Coco because of the large crowd.
Oh,
So
so you watched it on TV?
no, we didn't watch it on TV. We saw it outside.
Well, you're so freaking far away. It looks just like a small contrail from a distance. You don't hear anything.
Right.
I like being there at least, a couple of miles away because yeah,
Hey,
you get
Jamie. Yeah.
like it's like being at a Kiss concert,
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
pyrotechnics. And the best song to play during that shuttle launch, I was already thinking of the song Love Gun. Yeah, because you see it light up. It's a little bit. It's like a blinding light at first, but then it dies down, and then you see the smoke come up, and all of a sudden the shuttle's going up, and then right when you see it go up a few hundred feet, that's when
Mhm.
you hear the rumble. And I was 2 miles away.
Damn.
That was the last shuttle mission that I got to see go up.
Dang.
But the Artemis, I'm surprised, how long it's taken them to go to the moon and back.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But Apollo 13, it only took 3 days there, 3 days back.
I think it's 4 days. I think when they're in
Like,
space.
yeah, it's like, damn, they're covering, I mean, the amount of miles I got driving the truck. If you were to make it to where I drive to the moon and back, I've made that trip 4 times. I've been to the moon and back 4 times. That's a long distance.
Yep.
But it took me, 15 years to accomplish that. Where's Darren?
Darren, wherever you are, we need you.
Because I got to make an announcement. Well, the load I was supposed to pick up that was already late when I was dispatched. When I got there, they told me your sales department has to reschedule because it's late. And I'm like, hey, because they gave it to me when it was already late. And I drove to the truck stop here on Interstate 20, so I was cutting through this part of the outer rim of Atlanta. And by accident, because I've looked it up a couple of times to find out where it was at, I knew there was a bunch of things in the area where they filmed the TV show Walking Dead. When you first watch Walking Dead, if you ever have, the very first scene in the first episode of the first season, the first thing you ever see of The Walking Dead, you see an intersection with a police car coming at you. It goes through the intersection and then stops. There's an overturned truck, and then you see Rick get out, and he walks down the hill into the gas station area where all these cars are, okay? I drove through that intersection about 2.5 to 3 hours ago to get here to this truck stop. It was by accident. Because as soon as I rolled up on it, I saw the Texaco station and the painted lines on the pavement in the intersection. I'm like, then I looked at the sign, Cascadia. Yeah, this is the intersection. I didn't have time to turn my camera on or anything and get video. I wish I would have got video of it.
That would have been cool.
But I went through that intersection today. It's the very first scene, very first episode, first season.
There we go. Thank you, Ben. Thank you,
Well,
thank you, Mitch.
And
Thank
also,
you.
when he was down there in the gas station, he called out to that little girl, but she was turned around. She was a zombie, and he pulled out his pistol and shot her in the head. I almost stopped watching it there because I was like, whoa, man, did that girl look like my daughter too much? But I'm glad I kept watching it because it was a good series.
Ah.
But Darren, have you ever seen the show
Which show?
Walking Dead?
I have not.
Okay,
Carlo.
when you go to watch it, you got season 1, right? You put the first disc in, you're watching the first episode. The first thing you see is the intersection that I drove through today. Rick comes pulling through it, and he gets on the other side. He stops. He sees that truck on its side. They preyed upon people's stupidity, but I was like, the freaking drive shaft is missing out of that truck. And I highly doubt people were scavenging for a drive shaft for an 18-wheeler. Well, anyway, that intersection he drove through, he gets out and he's got a gas can and he goes down to the gas station, right, to get gas. That intersection I drove through late this afternoon, early this evening. It was like 2 to 3 hours ago.
Annie. Yeah, that's cool.
I just wish I had known. If I would have known that, I would have videoed it, me driving my truck through there.
That's cool. I think you need a right seat driver. Co-driver.
Well, I'm on I-20, and I came up through by Noonan. That's where the majority of the filming took place. Wow. If you go down there and you look in the GPS world maps, you'll see a large circle with 3 sections on it, like a pie. And that's where one section was the sanctuary, one section was the hill, and I can't remember the other one. But you wouldn't have known it by watching the show, but all 3 of them are right next to each other. They did the filming within that area. And then they would go out into the field around here in Georgia and film.
Oh.
Now, I've been to the quarry from season 1. Before season 1 ends, about about three to four episodes in season one, they're in this quarry that's got water, and the girls are fishing in it. That quarry I've been to a bunch of times because it's just down the street from where you pick up these beef loads in Noonan. And
Oh.
and how I found that out was the girl that worked there was watching an episode, but it was like this is like season 10 she's watching. She goes, the quarry from season one's just down the street. I'm like, no shit. He goes, go ahead, you can bobtail down there because my load wasn't ready. So yeah, I bobtailed down there and walked around, hung out. I'm like, this is cool, man. There's the quarry and everything.
That's 36. Seem tired now. Thank you, Nature Z. So we're hoping up to opening up a new spa in Canada.
Let me know if you hear. Let me know if you hear this.
Yes.
It's my favorite part.
We can hear it.
Yeah, Ed was my favorite.
That's good. Tammy says, "Who was your favorite in The Walking Dead?" Hers was Daryl.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Don't give up.
All the
Don't
women loved
cancel.
Daryl Dixon, and Daryl wasn't an actual character in The Walking Dead. He wasn't in the comic at all. What happened was the guy that played Daryl Dixon was famous than all the others on the show, except for one other that came in like season 4. But Daryl was the most popular because he was in the Boondock Saints movies 1 and 2. That's why he was popular. But he auditioned to play Merle, but they ended up picking this other actor that's been in many movies. He was in JFK. He was the rival of Tom Cruise in the Days of Thunder movie. Same actor. They picked him to play Merle, but since he didn't get the part, he was about ready to walk away, and they stopped him. So they made up a character for him to play. Lo and behold, becomes the most popular character in the show. Yeah, all the women love Daryl Dixon. But Tammy needs to come up to the panel and see if she can guess who my favorite was. It's painfully obvious. I'll give her this hint. Yumika, when they brought, I think it was like season 9 or 10, they brought in Yumika, but they made her Native American. In the comic book, she was Japanese. But they screwed that up. But it was during season 5 where I auditioned and I put in for Sawyer. The only way I can get into Walking Dead now is if they bring me into Dead City, uh, uh, the Daryl Dixon one, and there was the one with Michonne and Rick, but they haven't done anything with that one yet. They're on the 3rd season of Daryl Dixon, and I'm like, did they have season 2 of Dead City? Because I don't have that one yet.
That's cool. Yeah, you need it. You have all the channels.
Well, I ripped them all to my hard drive. I'm missing season 2 of the Daryl Dixon series, the spinoff. And if they had season 2 of Dead City, I'd like to have that because that deals with Maggie and what's his name, Negan, going to New York City.
Eee.
Look, something like that goes along the lines of the movie 28 Days. Oh, and by the way, my son told me to see the new one, 28 Years Later. He said it was great. They did a sequel 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later. Now they did 28 Years Later. But I'm like, that is one of the worst places you would ever want to go if something like that were to actually happen, which would happen. Is New York City. You want to go to the least populated area you can go. Now, the 28 days, 28 weeks, and 28 years later, that's a little bit more believable because they're not necessarily 100% zombified. They don't know what they're doing, but they don't die. It's called rage. They're alive. If the blood gets in your system, you go crazy and you're like a crazy ass zombie. Now that's a little bit more believable than Walking Dead. I had to explain to these morons. I'm like, look, I only have medical knowledge because of my ex, and I said, look, in order if that were to happen, and a body was to get reanimated, came back from death. The problem is you need a heartbeat, and you need blood flow for body parts to move. If it doesn't, rigor mortis sets in, and you freeze like stone. And if you try to bend somebody's limb that has rigor mortis, you'll end up breaking their limb off. Okay? So that is impossible. You need a heartbeat and blood flow for body parts to move.
Oh god. That's true. Oh, gee.
But crazy magas don't believe science or the medical field until they need a doctor to save their life. Then they're gonna be like, "Oh, they know what they're doing." Are you sure? Y'all talking about Tylenol and shit, like you know what you're talking about.
Dan Dobson, my brother.
How are you?
Good. What you think of my video from the Easter show?
I like it.
And I did record the wood chopping.
That was a good by the way, motorcycle jump.
Yeah.
But
Any.
what film it instead of this way, film it this way, and that would have been a perfect short. Because that was a long video, but if you turn it this way, that would be perfect.
Yeah. My friend recorded, my best friend Darren, I want to be honest with you, my best friend recorded that way. Not me.
That's okay.
Darren, is Tammy coming up to the panel?
I don't know. Ask her. She's there in the chat.
I've asked Tammy, come up to the panel, and I'll answer that question.
Come on, Tammy, get your butt up. You good, Plonka? Come on. Darren, put the link down there.
Before it was go, no one can get in the law school.
It's painfully obvious who what I would choose. Oh yeah, and I remember posting on the message board to the show, and I was the first to make the threat. You kill this character and or this other character off on the show, I will not watch it anymore. And you know what they did? They waited till the end of the towards the end of the last episode of the entire series, season 11, I think it was. The last episode, like 15 minutes before the show ends permanently, they killed one of them off. I was like, why do you have to kill that character off? You didn't have to.
Hello.
Hi, Tammy.
Who do you think what my favorite was?
Stone Cold?
Stone
You don't
Cold
know-
in the Walking
You don't
Dead.
know what we're talking. You don't know what we're talking about, Ellie.
Are you talking about wrestling or something other than
The
wrestling?
Walking Dead.
Oh, Walking Dead.
Yeah. Brilliant show.
It is. Zombies.
Yeah, I got all of it on my external hard drive. I got
Oh,
the entire series. I got every episode of Fear of the Walking Dead when they ended it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got World Beyond that lasted 2 seasons. There's the Daryl Dixon, the Dead City.
yeah. Oh,
For the
brilliant.
Walking Dead, there's Norman, there's Daryl Dixon, Rick Grimes, Carol Pedley, Maggie Green, Jeffrey Dean Morgan Negan,
Yeah,
and
for the guys, Maggie's the most popular amongst men.
yeah,
She's the more favored, but that she wasn't mine.
exactly. There's Chenna Riggs, there's Stephen Yeun, there's Josh
Carol?
McDermott.
Well, anyway, Tammy, who do you think my favorite was?
Oh, oh God. Trying to think
There's-
of her name.
Yeah, there's Rosita, Gabriel Stokes, Aaron,
Hey, Darren,
Tara.
there were 2 actors that made it on the show. One of them didn't last very long, but the other one got killed also, but he lasted 3 or 4 seasons. There were 2 from the TV show, the miniseries Band of Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And their character in Band of Brothers, one was Bull Randaman, and the other one was Joe Toy.
Mm.
Those were the names of the characters they played in Band of Brothers. They all both made it on The Walking Dead. But the guy that played Joe Toy made it on the show before the guy that played Bull Randaman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy that played Joe Toy in Band of Brothers on The Walking Dead, he's the one that drove the tank from that town with the governor.
Okay.
The guy that they call governor, he drove the tank.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that was Bull Randaman, he came on the show with 2 other people. He was a military type. He came in season 4. Tammy, are you going to venture a guess or not?
I can't think of her name.
What does she look like?
She was in it from she was with that Chinese dude.
That you're thinking of Maggie. That's a lot of men favor her more than all the others, but she wasn't mine. Not Maggie.
Not Carol.
And he wasn't Chinese. He was Korean. He's Korean.
Korean. the way he died, that I was not happy.
Exactly. I don't blame you, Timmy. I'm with you there. We're talking about Walking Dead.
You want another guess? I'll give you a hint. She didn't come on to the show until I believe season 4, and then she was there the rest of the duration.
Oh, it's not one of the girls that was on the farm, was it? Oh, I can't think of their bloody names. I'm having a complete brain fart. I've been having one all day.
Yeah. What you just did now, Timmy, like this.
Yeah, my mind's gone blank.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint what she looks like. If we were to take somebody that we know and dress her up in the same outfit, she would resemble that character to the T. Would be Bootsy Bonita.
Oh,
Would resemble the character. Don't say anything, Ellie. I'm asking Tammy.
Oh, I know the one you mean. I can't think of her flipping name though.
Rosita Espinosa.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Sean, but you told me not to say it.
I know.
I got to hear
because you were looking at the photos. That's how you knew. Rosita Espinosa. The character's name is Rosita Espinosa. I can't remember her real name though.
Christina Serratardos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't see her much in season 8 and 9 because she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The woman her and the one that played the other dark-haired girl, she was the first one to become pregnant. And what they did is not show them as much on the show. And when they did, they wore baggy clothing to hide it.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
But the woman that played Maggie was really pregnant, but that was part of the storyline also.
Exactly. But before you say anything, Sean and Tammy, Rosetta, she's got nice boobs, nice jugs.
Yeah, she's Yeah, she's Latino, but she could pass for a Filipina.
Exactly. You're talking about Sean Judith Grimes. She's got black hair.
Judith Grimes, no. Well, Judith didn't actually become really pregnant, only for the storyline. I'm talking about women on the show that actually did get pregnant while the filming took place.
Exactly.
The woman that played Rosita, the woman that played Maggie, the other dark-haired girl that I cannot remember her name.
Eleanor,
and I don't remember.
Anyway, Sean, there's Eleanor, Mastura, Yumiko.
Yumiko, they screwed up on that character.
Exactly.
Yumiko was supposed to be Japanese, not Native American.
Exactly. There's Amy, Emma Bell, and there's Cindy Park. Cindy.
Because some of the characters come in from Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah. Or there's Brina, then SKUS. There's Patrice.
I love that show. I brought that on DVD. I brought Sons of Anarchy, the full set on DVD. True Blood, all on DVD. Vampire Diaries.
Thank you, Chris.
And now, Dan, you need to help me out with my YouTube channel, to be honest.
Yeah, everybody, I take turns. I did you.
But
PH,
there were
Kyle. I know Nature Z, because they're doing these lives for watch hours. So if they go to their playlist on the weekend, like tonight, I'll do Kyle's playlist. You have a playlist too, right?
Yeah, I do, Darren. I got. Let me check on my phone because I have to check through TubeBuddy.
Tammy, there were two other characters that were female that I can't remember how long they lasted, but Diane lasted longer than the other one. Diane was a good favorite, but she was more of a background character. You saw her; she came from the kingdom.
Yeah.
With Ezekiel and the tiger, she was the tall woman with the bow and arrow.
Yeah,
she was good too.
Yeah,
her. I wish they would have had more of her on the show, but she was more of a regular background type character. They didn't give her a major role. The other one that I really liked came in earlier than that, and that was her character name was Francine. She was a background character just like Diana was, but I don't remember if they killed her off or not.
Hi, Billy.
But I liked Francine also.
Yeah, I think they did kill her off. I'm trying to remember because it killed so many off. And you get so confused. It's so confusing because you've got The Walking Dead, you've got Fear the Walking Dead, you've got some of them from Fear the Walking Dead, it comes into The Walking Dead.
Well, only one. It was Morgan's character. They had him in the first season, in the first few episodes, and then he wasn't in the show at all. And they wanted to utilize his character. So they brought him back in for a while on Walking Dead, and then he would disappear again. I don't know why. Then they brought him back for a third time. You know, he became a character everybody enjoyed. But then he left The Walking Dead and started Fear of the Walking Dead. He's the only one that was in both spin-offs.
Yeah. Because there was Is that black guy?
Yes. He
Yeah.
also was in the TV show Jericho, and he won't talk about it. If you see him at a Comic-Con signing autographs,
Yeah.
he won't talk about the show Jericho and why it ended. They're
Are
not
you
allowed
talking
to.
about, Sean,
Now,
are you talking about Lenny James?
I don't
Dang.
remember his real name, but look,
Gillen,
Uh,
Gabriel Stokes, or Morgan
but-
Jones?
but look, there's only 3 or 4 people that have been since episode 1 aired in season 1. There are only
Yeah.
4 people alive from episode 1 in the entire
Dang.
show. There's only 4 people that are alive.
Dang.
One of them is Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
The other one, Daryl Dixon.
Yeah.
The other one is Carol,
Yeah.
and the other one is Morgan.
Yeah. But Lucille, the bat, what? His bat was called Lucille, wasn't it? The one with
No,
the barbed
that's Negan.
Negan.
Negan, he didn't come in till like season 5 or 6. Season 6. He came in at season 6. Negan did.
Yeah, because he was the one that killed off that Korean.
And he killed off Abraham too. Abraham
Yeah.
smashed their brains in. But I like that episode. That's when Dave Chappelle made a return, and he did a skit where he played all the parts in that scene, and
Yeah.
he played Negan, and it was totally hilarious. He did it because he's a big fan of Walking Dead,
Yes.
and all the characters he used were created on his show.
Yes.
Like there was that one guy that tried to act white, but he was black.
Okay, Sean, okay.
And
Give me
there was one that was a crackhead. There was another one that was a pimp. And I like the guy that's the pimp that he played. He looked up at him and he goes, "Oh, a nigga named Negan."
Sean,
It was
Sean,
hilarious.
Hey, Sean, tell me, please wait. Darren, I've got 298 videos altogether in my playlist.
All right. Great. Thank you.
Yes.
That's awesome, Ellie.
Yes, I need to put more, to be honest, Tammy.
But I thought that everybody thought that was Dave Chappelle's return and his show was coming back. Nope. It was just for that one little thing he did there. But I wish I can put this on my K1.
I got
You
my
know what?
brother into The Walking Dead. Told my brother about it.
Okay, good.
It's like Prison Break.
Mm-hmm.
I said to him, "You need to watch Prison Break." I said, "It's really, really good." And he started watching. He said, "Yeah, you're right. It is a good show, that." I said, "I told you."
Yeah. Eight,
Josh is in the house. Josh.
9.
Was in Prison Break.
Yes, I
The
did that.
guy who played Tig in Sons of Anarchy, he's in Prison Break.
Oh, Tig, I hated that character. He's the one I wanted them to kill off, not the guy that played Opie. Everybody, there was a lot of backlash on that. When they killed off Opie, they lost ratings. That's how bad it was, because people refused to watch the show because they were pissed. Because Opie was the fan favorite of that show.
Yeah, I liked Opie.
Second. Yeah.
But after I've watched Sons of Anarchy, it didn't matter what I watched. There was somebody that was in Sons of Anarchy in what I was watching. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Let me know when you get to season 6, because you'll see me and my truck in it. I'm about a second and a half. You'll see my truck, and it was the scene where they were getting on the 580 in these box trucks, going to break Clay out of that prison convoy.
Yes. I know the one the scene you're on about, yeah.
Yeah, when they came from up under the underpass, and then they made a left turn on the on ramp to the highway, you see a
Yeah.
Swift truck, and you briefly will see a Conway truck passing a Prime trailer truck. That was me.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah, but
Really?
awesome.
yeah, but we didn't know what it was because the Conway driver got on the radio and says, "Are they filming something over there, driver?" I'm like, "They got blue screens up, yeah, but I don't know what the hell it is." And I said, "The Swift
Wow, that's
driver's
cool.
taking a leak, so I don't know if they're gonna." Yeah, the Swift driver, they didn't show it, but outside the truck, he was whizzing in the ditch.
Oh, I love Sons of Anarchy. I was in the motorbike club at the time.
Hey, we both stopped at the near the next rest area because I had to take a leak myself, and we came out, and there was this car with people hanging around my truck and the Swift driver's truck, and they're like, "We'd like to give you this since you ended up being an unknown
Yeah.
extra in the episode of Sons of Anarchy." I'm like, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So they handed me that blanket that's got the Sons of Anarchy colors on it. I used to use it as a background in the live streams, if you remember,
Okay,
way back
can you
in
give
the
me
day.
the completion after this? Hey, Darren, what
That's
time
so
should I put
cool.
Laura's new premiere video, Darren? Can you answer my question, please, my heavenly brother? For the Easter show, go
What's
and put
that?
a new video on, John. What time should I put the premiere on?
Anytime after 11 my time. So what time is it right now?
For me, it's 1:13 p.m. my time, Australia.
Ugh.
1:13. Anytime after 2 is fine. Hi, Easy Home Cooking. Namaste. Thank you, Paul. Let me give you a packet.
I put it one, Sean, Darren, I put it 1:30 tomorrow. That's what I did for the premiere for the Easter show video, short video, Darren.
Perfect.
All I know is I
You have a
wish I
blue
would have got
packet,
that.
Easy Home Cooking?
I wish he would have took me up on that role in the following season and right in Sawyer and that added me in there. I wonder how if I would have became popular as that character or not. Because he told me you look the part. I'm like, I thought so.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Welcome.
Sawyer is like him paying homage to Leatherface
Thank you,
because
Lewis.
when he graduated from UCLA, he was assisting the director of the remaking of the Texas Chainsaw movies. And so to pay homage, he designed a character like Leatherface but called him Sawyer.
Sawyer.
And Leatherface had many different names. The original name of him was Jebediah Hewitt in the first movie. Then they changed it to Jebediah Sawyer.
Okay.
And then they changed in the new one they called him Tommy Sawyer.
Okay, give me a second, please. On Darren, I've got 367 videos altogether, Darren.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Well, did you hear about when they filmed the original Exorcist? All the trouble they had filming that?
That was filmed in London, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How do you know, Ellie?
I'm
I hear. I'm very quicker than you, Sean.
I'm not sure where it was filmed, but wherever it was filmed, there was a lot of bad stuff happening while they were filming it.
Demonic stuff.
Linda Blair suffered a permanent spinal injury. And she was the girl, the woman who done the demon's voice. Her son shot his family and then shot himself.
Shit.
Yeah. The whole area caught fire. The only thing that didn't burn down was the bedroom where they filmed the demon scenes.
Wow.
Yeah, she did that movie, became really famous for it. She ends up doing some B movie in the 80s that wasn't very popular, but she hasn't starred in anything in anything since then, since the early 80s. What was her
No,
name anyway?
but the woman who played the girl possessed by the demon,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Linda
She did.
Blair.
Linda Blair, yeah. She did the Exorcist, became very world famous because of it. She only
Yeah,
does one other movie in the early 80s and then she quit. And when she was
yeah,
in her early 20s, she quit acting.
because she
Wow.
suffered a spinal injury filming The Exorcist.
Thank you, Lewis.
Somebody else suffered another injury. Um, one of the cameraman lost a damn toe, lost a toe filming that, and another one had his thumb, lost his thumb while they were filming it. And the statue, or they sent something off, and it was supposed to go to somewhere, and it ended up in a completely different country.
Yeah, we ended up losing Josh. Why'd he leave?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Why
Yeah, they
Royal?
believe they
Is
had a lot of bad stuff happen there, filming The Exorcist, and if they're doing a remake of it. It's like the Poltergeist house where they filmed Poltergeist, the movie.
Yep, that's true. Jimmy.
Yeah, that house is up for sale.
Hi, Christine.
We've had a lot of bad stuff happen in the house. They believe it's on a cursed native land.
I was just about to say that, Timmy.
Thank you, Nomi. Thank you, Christine.
And it probably didn't help that the scene in Poltergeist where she falls in that pool full of mud with the skeletons, they used real skeletons for that scene.
Interesting.
But from now on, I was in Jackson briefly today to get a washout. Now, had I shut down there for tonight instead of where I'm at, I would have took an Uber into Jackson and done a video, and then went to the Sackasuds because everything of the movie My Cousin Vinny was filmed there.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
And especially the Sackasuds, and I would have bought a can of tuna.
Okay.
They sold special cans of tuna there because that's what the whole movie was about. Ralph Macchio they were buying groceries in the Sackasuds, and he grabs a can of, his hands are full. He has a can of tuna, so he slips it in his pocket so he can hold all this crap and pay for it. But he forgets to pay for the can of tuna. And when they pay for the groceries and leave, he discovers that he forgot the can of tuna in his pocket. He goes, "Look at this!" And then all of a sudden, they're getting pulled over by the police. There's a lot of shuffling around.
Yeah, that's me. I'm just trying to find Sean a picture for my premiere for tomorrow. I want to explain that too.
Yeah.
Anyway, the police pull him over because some other guys in a similar looking car murdered the clerk, and they thought it was them. And they thought they were being rung up for stealing a can of tuna. and that was what the whole movie was about. And Joe Pesci was his cousin and defense lawyer, came down from Brooklyn, and Fred Gwynn was the judge. And Ralph Macchio was the star of that movie. However, Fred Gwynn and Joe Pesci ruled the day in that movie because nobody talks about Ralph Macchio in the movie. They talk about Fred Gwynn and Joe Pesci.
Linda Blair was in the UK recently, Sean, for HorrorCon. And she was signing autographs.
You know, by accident, I met. I can't remember his name now. He played Pinhead in Hellraiser,
Yeah.
and he's British.
Oh,
When I went to that sci-fi convention, horror convention, he was there. Okay, and I was riding the elevator to my room with him. At first, I didn't recognize him. He had a ball hat on, but he didn't have any hair. But I didn't know that. He was wearing a baseball hat, and we're all in the elevator riding up, and we were talking about the show, you know, and I copied the guy's voice, you know, close, not perfect, but close, of Pinhead. And before the elevator stops, he takes his ball hat on, turns around, and he says, "You mean like mine?" And I looked at him like, "Oh my God, this guy that played Pinhead." I can't remember his name. I knew it at the time, but I forgot his name. But I shook his hand and I said, "It was an honor to meet you." And he's a small guy too. But fuck, everybody's small to me. I thought he stood 10 feet tall, you know. No, this guy was small.
Sydney.
is it Doug Bradley?
That's it. Well, say it again.
Doug Bradley.
Stadiums. Before Engine Stadium. ENGINE Engine. SCAD.
Andrea!
On Sunday, it was all going Bristol.
Stadium.
Police were out in force. Police helicopters were up. Drones were up. Looking for a shooter.
But the weird thing is, I never knew he was British. Tammy, I never did, because in the movie he didn't talk like he had a British accent.
It's funny that, isn't it?
Yeah. But when we were walking out and we were talking, he was talking normal. I'm like, "You're British or Australian?" He goes, "No, I'm British." And I'm like, I never knew that.
Wow.
Well, sometimes I get mistaken for American.
Yeah, a lot of actors hide it, and some actors are really good at it. Like Andrew Lincoln of Walking Dead, he's Australian, but when you get him for an interview, you hear that accent. But when he was acting, you never hear it. And nobody knew he was from Australia.
4, 5, 6,
Really?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just thinking.
But he's also British?
No, Australian.
He wasn't the only one that was from Australia. I think the girl that played as Maggie was Australian, and the woman that played Michonne, she was from, I believe, South Africa, because she has that same British accent from the islands. But they all when they all talk normal in an interview, I'm like, where are these people from? They got accents. All of them got British or Aussie accents here. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know any of this. I mean, the girl that played Rosita Espazona, she was Latino, but she doesn't have an accent at all, but she speaks Spanish.
Much like a lot of people don't know that Gibraltar belongs to the UK.
I've always known that.
Yeah.
Y'all got Gibraltar after World War I ended. Well, before World War I ended.
Interesting was there. World Shopping Stadium.
Evelyn official, make a little shout out. Evelyn official.
Another TV series I liked was called Grimm.
I heard a lot about that show and just never watched it.
It's really good.
Behind Engine Stadium.
It's really good.
Good.
He's the only one that can see them in their true form. And the best part about it, they got a police officer
Stadium.
who is actually a pig.
Wood chopping stadium of woods.
But it's really good because one of the
Wood shop.
he's like a werewolf in it. He's
Wood
in
chopping.
Prison Break.
1, 2, 3, 4,
He's
5.
the one that was in the mental part of the hospital, the prison. And he escapes with Michael in Link the Sink and that. And you see him come off on the kid's bike.
That's right.
He's in Grim.
White Royal, Easter. Easter show. Direction.
I think it's Kevin Bacon in The Following. That's another good series.
Kevin Bacon has the world record for being in the most movies than any actor.
Really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He purposely did that. And a lot of movies where he wasn't having a big role, a lot of movies he was playing as an extra.
I like him in Footloose.
Northern.
The first movie he did was Animal House.
THER in Northern.
Was that in the 80s?
Animal House, I believe that was 80, 81 maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Stalls.
Mute.
Stalls. Who mutes? Because I'm just saying to myself, Sean. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but it's loud.
It's not now. I'm just typing. It's all good, Sean.
I like him in Tremors too.
Yeah, I like how he's jumping on the back of the pickup truck and saying "Stampede, Stampede," and it wakes his partner up, and he rolls over and falls out of the pickup truck, and they start laughing, and he's like, he goes, "You don't know, that wasn't all that funny. I've been in a stampede before. It's the damnedest thing I ever saw."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was brilliant, Travis.
Because I remember, Darren, you told me to put hashtags. I did now with the one for tomorrow, the video.
Well, very
I like
good.
him in Hollow Man too.
Very
Where he
good.
turns himself invisible.
Hi, Easy Home.
Looking.
Star of Echoes is another good one of his.
Thank you, Easy Home Cooking.
He looks so young in Footloose.
15 minutes. Thank you, Easy Home.
From Ellie's Adventure Vlogs YouTube channel from Australia. And I told you before, Darren, pun of bangers of a video coming out.
I think you're the one that's getting that point, Darren. None of them two know where that's from. I keep playing it over and over again, and nobody says anything about it.
I couldn't hear it, Sean.
For me, Sean, I'm just focusing on me and my channel. That's all. Trying to get it bigger, way bigger, so I can get one day, Sean,
Okay.
to 100,000 subscribers.
All right, try to listen to this again, Tammy.
What happens at Tammy's Place Billy?
Do you know where that's from?
Oh
You know where
God.
that laugh is from?
Where? I don't know, Hyena.
Ah, trying.
I'll play it again.
That's not. That's not Tremors, is it?
In the movie, he never said a thing. He just made the laughs like that. That's all he did in the movie. The actor.
Oh,
That's funny.
He had no dialogue. The only ones that had dialogue was Cheech Moranin and Whoopi Goldberg was the other two.
Okay.
oh,
It was the Ed, the hyenas from Lion King.
oh,
Really?
Yeah, the Lion
yes,
King movie.
yes.
Cheech Moranin, Whoopi Goldberg, and I don't remember the other actor's name, but that's all he did was laugh like that in the movie.
Yeah, the two hyenas. Yeah,
Well, there were three, but
yeah,
he all he did was laugh.
yeah. He found everything funny, didn't he?
Yeah, here it is. Here, I'll play it again.
Last one.
Yeah, here it is. That's all he did.
Yes. Yeah. Now that rings a bell, yeah.
I'd like to program that on my K1 if I could ever get it to work. Well, it works. It's just you guys can't hear the music. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there must be a. Are you missing a chord or?
No.
They've had it before. Odd.
Did you watch the proper movie where they've done The Lion King as a proper movie? That was brilliant.
How's your mum, Timmy?
Yeah, she's all right.
You good, Blanca?
I am a Gert Plonkarelli.
Yeah,
I'd like
Go
to
on,
have a
Glenn.
recording. I'd like to have a recording of all the when Robin Williams. That there was a lot of times he was being recorded and he didn't know it.
Timmy, you good plunker.
Where he was in the studio recording his voiceovers for the genie in Aladdin.
Yeah.
There was a time he was going in there just to warm up and have his own fun, but there was an engineer sitting at the desk while he was doing this. He recorded Robin Williams going on a spiel for over an hour, doing nonstop, doing the genie, a bunch of funny things from the genie, and he ad-libbed every bit of it. And one of the engineers recorded it on purpose. I would like to listen to that.
So would I.
Somebody's got to mute their YouTube. I'm hearing myself talk.
For me, Sean, it's not me. Because I got my tabs all open. I'm checking it. If you understand me, Sean, I'm checking them. They're all muted.
Carl, you Gert Plonker.
Timmy, you good plunker. You
I am actually a Gert Plonker.
Yeah.
good.
I had my
Get a link.
I got my box cutter out earlier on. Cut open some couple of my packages. Yeah, I cut open the packages and I cut my bloody hand open too.
Fuck me, did. That's bad.
All the footage that Robin Williams did that didn't make it into the movie, just Robin Williams alone had more time, and what he did lasted longer than the movie itself. It's insane. And they had this one psychiatrist do an analysis of him doing the genie,
Yeah.
and he did this within a minute and 30-second spiel of the genie. The psychiatrist said we counted 53 distinct personalities, and they were telling Robin this in an interview, and Robin was like, "Is that all?" And I'm like, 53 distinct personalities in a minute and a half. That is a God-given gift. That's all I gotta say.
Amazing.
And it was him doing the genie from Disney for Disney for the movie Aladdin.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why
Flubber.
that's why a lot of the movies you see Robin in, there are some of the dialect in the movies he does are totally ad-lib. That was so funny they left it in the movie because it was better than what the actual movie, the written role was.
You good, Plonker?
You got Plonker ready?
Yeah. Have you got your new battery for your car, Timmy?
You good,
No.
Plunker, Tammy?
You got Plonker, Kyle? Yeah, no, it's going to cost me over £200, Ellie.
Ellie!
What's
How
wrong?
you doing? Kyle!
Tammy?
My battery's died on my car.
Oh boy.
And with my car insurance, I've got breakdown cover,
Okay.
but
Right.
they'll charge £160 for a battery, and then about £50 on top for fitting it.
Wow.
So I'm looking around about £210 plus
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
for a
Why
new
is it so
battery.
expensive?
Wow. Yeah, Tammy, have you seen for me, Okay. DJI mini microphone for me?
I haven't been anywhere already because I ain't got my car.
Oh, your car's gone. Damn it.
It's still
My car's not working.
Yeah, it's fucked, your car. Sorry for saying that. Excuse my French.
Well, I called it a few choice words because I've only had the battery in the bloody car 6 months.
Yeah. Kyle!
And that battery cost me £120.
Ellie!
Kyle!
But then on top of that, I got to get the boot fixed to be able to get the light,
Ellie!
to have a new light putting above my number plate.
What's wrong with the boot?
What, Mum?
Well, where you got the button, you got the handle to lift your boot up. the screw broke on it, and I was stood there with it in my damn hand, so I can't open the boot.
What kind of car is it?
Ford Focus titanium
Oh,
turbo diesel injection. But I went to a garage, and 2 garages quoted me £400 to get my boot fixed. I went to another garage.
I'll learn how to do it yourself. What's all the money?
Because it's got to get all the wires got to be all wired back in, Darren.
Oh, wires too. God,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
because it's literally the button.
Maybe sell the car to a mechanic and buy another one.
It's literally the button
Ooh.
underneath it. The screws broke, and because it's like it just come out of my hand. I've had to duct tape it on.
Mary God, should be somewhere here.
But I went to another garage and they've quoted me £190, and it'll only take an hour for them to fix it.
It sounds like it's a money pit.
No, I've had the car 13 years, Darren, and it's only just about got 60,000 on the clock.
Yeah.
And it sells through the MOT every time.
Wow.
It's been a really good car.
Excellent.
When I got it, it only had 50,000 on the clock then.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
I was only the second owner.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I love that car.
there you go.
So I'm gonna get the battery done, and then I'm gonna go out to the garage, and I'm gonna get him to do my boot.
Okay.
Oh,
That's good. Yep, good to
Because
good.
Ford's want over £400.
Wow.
The Ford garage wants over £400 to fix it. I turned around and told them I only want my car fixed, not chairs in the pissing garage.
Wow.
But when I went to see one garage, he had a look on eBay. He said, as long as you don't mind second-hand parts, I said, I don't care, whatever's cheapest. He said, then for the parts, it comes to less than £100. And he said, we're charging £90 for fixing it.
Wow.
So it's like 180 quid all in.
Yeah. Hey, Tammy,
Yeah,
I'm gonna play you the entrance music of a wrestler, and I want
yeah.
you just let it play a minute, and then so I can put the headset back on so you can hear it. Somebody's playing something that's loud.
it's not me, Sean. I'm just looking in Google Maps now.
Let's see. Might be Tammy. That might be Tammy. Yeah. Is her mom's
Tammy's
watching?
looking at the
No, it's not Tammy.
Yeah, she
It's
just
not
turned
me,
it
Sean,
off.
because look, I'm mute.
I turned the TV right down.
Kyle, mute yourself.
It's Kyle.
All right, I'm gonna play this for you, Tammy. Tell me. Let it play a minute. Let me put the headset back on so you can tell who it is. Okay. Here it
Yeah.
is. Who do you think that is? Did you guys hear that?
Oh,
I
yeah.
did.
It's kind of giving me the Undertaker vibe. Is the badass Undertaker?
No, no.
It's not Bret
No.
Hart, is it?
That's not the heart attack because that's what he always came out as. It's a lot like what Natalia comes out in to pay homage to her father.
Yeah.
And the heart was done at it. That wasn't at it.
Give us one letter, Sean. Of the
You
rest
should
give us
know
one
who
letter.
you should know whose music that was.
I don't watch wrestling in Australia. I watch Australian TV shows and American gold rush shows and mountain monsters and that
Yeah,
stuff in those YouTube videos.
yeah, let me keep playing it more. He was one of my all-time favorites.
Oh, Christ.
Wow.
I'll turn my camera on and show him to you then. You can't guess who that is.
Complete brain fart. Oh, Mick Foley.
No, that's Mick Foley, but as who?
Cactus Jack.
Yeah. He came out on 4 different gimmicks, and that was the
Yes.
best. That was his first when he first came to wrestling, ever.
Yeah.
Was in Continental in Texas, and he came out as Cactus Jack Manson.
Yeah.
And then later on, he chopped off the Manson part and just went with Cactus Jack.
Yeah, because he was Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love.
And Mankind.
Yeah. Mick Foley.
As Vince McMahon said when he would go through that, just like you did, whoever the hell you are. But that was a ridiculous Royal Rumble. He came out as all 4 of them and got eliminated.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in reality, Cactus Jack would have went the distance.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Well,
Believe it or not,
heard?
his most bloody matches where it is amazing they ended up killing each other was him as Cactus Jack. The most bloodiest matches were when he was Cactus Jack.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
When he lost his ear over in Australia, he was Cactus Jack.
Yeah. Some of the hardcore bloody matches he had with Hardcore Holly.
Ellie, I bet you didn't know that happened in Australia until I just mentioned it.
That's true. That's something new.
Well,
do you know he was wrestling that night when he lost his ear in Australia?
Who, Sean?
His best friend, Terry Funk.
Yeah.
The only one that could actually hang with him. I seen those two damn near kill each other in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen him in some brutal hardcore matches, Eddie. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, nuts.
It was him and Terry Funk in Japan where they had the ultimate death match. The ropes were taken down and replaced with barbed wire with electricity going through them and C4 in the ring. And there was smashed glass inside these boxes outside the ring. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Darby Allin from AEW reminds me of Mick Foley. Because what the things he puts his body through is unbelievable.
Yeah, see, Cactus, well, he was as Mankind, is the only one that was ballsy enough to go off the top of the cage and onto a table.
Yeah.
So in later Hell in the Cells, Shane McMahon felt like he had to outdo Mick Foley by doing it twice.
Yeah.
He was delivering an elbow to the Undertaker laying on a table and missed. And I was like, if I was the Undertaker, I would have fucking moved too. I was like, you ain't hitting me with an elbow from all the way up there.
Yeah.
But Shane McMahon earned the respect, but it didn't have the pop like it did when Mick Foley did it.
No.
As Mankind. While he's laying there, he takes the mask off. And that's why I posted on Mick Foley's video on his channel. I said, when you took the mask off and got put on the gurney, went halfway up the aisle and then came off the gurney and had an attitude pushing everybody away, you were Cactus Jack there. You weren't Mankind at all. That was Cactus Jack, where you changed.
Oh yeah.
Because that's when he climbed up to the cage again, the crowd went nuts. That was in Pittsburgh, that Hell in the Cell match, and that was like almost 30 years ago. But when he made it to the top, that's when the Undertaker grabbed him and he slammed him through the top, and he went through the cage onto the ring, and that's when the chair came up and popped him in the mouth and knocked his teeth out.
Yeah.
And he kept going.
Yeah. Just like Cesaro, he got chucked into the ropes and his teeth went through his lip.
Yeah, some people wouldn't work with Mick Foley, Darren. Now, like,
Why?
because they knew that they were going to get seriously hurt, or, you know, having to do something that is way unorthodox and out of the ordinary. Like, the only one that would was Ron Simmons, and they were interviewing Ron Simmons about, you know, his wrestling career and who he wrestled and all that. And they would throw out a name, and then he would talk about him. And when they mentioned Mick Foley, he was like, "Oh, he's lovely, lovely people, totally unorthodox." But when you were wrestling Mick Foley, you knew going in he wasn't afraid of shit. Jump off of buildings, run, get slammed through thumbtacks, get dropped in glass, and all kinds of things. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Christ, one of the hardcore matches he was in, they ended up in the Mississippi bloody River.
Yeah, I remember when he
freezing.
I remember the match that he was tag team with Terry Funk against these two other guys, and they were winning, and Mick turns to the crowd and asks for a chair, and somebody chucked up a chair, and he caught it, right? Then everybody started throwing their chairs in the ring. It was bad. And it was so bad that Terry Funk was in the corner. He took a chair to the back of the head that was being thrown from the crowd. The announcers were like, "Stop throwing the chairs in the ring." They kept coming in. The one wrestler that was laying in the middle of the ring was totally covered in chairs. You couldn't see him anymore. That's how many chairs ended up in the ring.
Darren, I remember that.
Yeah, Darren, ECW was the most extreme. You got your money's worth. It was really extreme. There was one time they invited the fans up into the ring.
Really?
There was so many fans in the ring jumping up and down, the ring collapsed. There's footage of all this on YouTube.
Wow.
Just type it in the search field.
Wow, that's funny.
It was funny. They're playing the ECW music, and all the fans are in the ring, jumping around, having a good time, and all of a sudden, boom.
I'll tell you what, you get your money's worth with AEW too. They had the Texas Death Match. And the only way to win is you got to basically knock your opponent out so he can't get up. By the count of 10.
Did you see the last Monday Night Raw? Iro Sky damn near crippled herself.
Yeah, she suffered a neck injury.
That's
not good.
And when I got them to the back, I would look at all three of them and say, "You ladies are killing me." Especially you, Iro.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing all this high flying shit that is high risk outside the ring. Keep it in the ring, not outside the ring.
She went to do a dive through the ropes, and I think she caught her feet or something, and she ended up head first on the floor.
Yeah, and some of the fans said, "Why didn't Asuka catch her?" That wasn't a part of it.
Ooh.
And plus, that's why those three work well together, because in Japan they are stiffer. In Japan, they make it more believable, and those three are really good.
Yeah, but I've seen a photo of her in the hospital with a neck brace on.
Oh, I would have been cussing up a storm there. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, she suffered a neck injury. She got a neck brace on.
Exactly. You good, Plonker?
And I was like, damn, I could understand if it was one of her the high risk maneuvers.
Yeah, but it's okay in the ring, but not outside the ring. That's
Yeah.
where people get seriously hurt or crippled.
Yeah, because she went to dive through the ropes to put whoever it was on the announce table. Or they were on the announce table and she caught her feet or something and head first straight down on the floor.
Oh, it looked really bad. But believe it or not, she'll be ready for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's amazing she didn't break her neck or anything like that.
Mhm.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I'd have let them,
Yeah.
all three of them, have it, even though the
Mhm.
other two would look at me like, "Who are you yelling at?" I'm like, "No, you ladies are killing me out here. I just downed a bottle of Pepto Bismol to stop from getting a bleeding stomach ulcer."
Yeah.
I can't have none of that.
Because I would tell them, I said, "You ladies work well together." A lot of them from Fukimen Mania over in Japan. Those ladies, a
Yeah.
lot of those ladies that I was like, "You ladies work well together. Just keep what you're doing. You're fine." But the getting on the top rope by the ring post and doing a backflip onto the floor,
That's talent.
I'd be like, "Do not do that again."
That's talent.
That's nothing, Darren. She's climbed a cage, a steel cage, stood on the very top, put a metal bin over herself, and flipped
Yeah, the
backwards
metal
off
trash
the
can was
top.
stupid. Even Jim Cornette talked about it on the drive-through show that he has. He said that was stupid.
She's done it twice. She's done
Thank
that
you,
twice.
Nicholas. Go back over.
She could not see where she was landing, Darren, and she flipped off backwards. The bin literally covered her, and she flipped off the very top backwards, hoping she'd land on the rest of them in the ring.
Yeah, Kana won't do that high maneuver stuff anymore because, yeah, her knee is healed and everything, but she's more susceptible of injury than the rest of them. I mean,
Yeah.
she does some really high risk maneuvering shit, but not on the degree that Iro Sky has been doing and Kiri Sane.
Yeah.
Kiri Sane drove me nuts when that one male wrestler vaulted her over the top rope and she landed on the girls outside the ring. I'm like, oh hell no. I'm like, I bet you Kiri Sane's husband's having a bleeding stomach ulcer right about now.
Ooh.
Right, you've only got to look at Charlotte Flair. 14 months of her career she was out for because she ripped three parts of her knee.
Yeah, I didn't know that Rhea Ripley is still suffering from the back injury she got from being slammed on a table.
Yeah.
There was a metal piece that came across the table and her lower back hit it, and that wasn't good. It messed her back up. But that was a long time ago, but it still affects her to this day.
Yeah. Well, you've only got to look at Cody Rhodes the other year, where he literally tore the muscle off the bone. And he wrestled at WrestleMania, and all you could see was a giant bruise under his armpit and across his chest. That looked bad.
And but Jim Cornette...
It was during that match he completely tore that off of the bone.
But Jim Cornette knows the business. He's been around it for almost 60 years. He knows the business. And he said all these high-risk maneuvers are unnecessary. It's getting to where it's all too common, and the crowd doesn't really pop when it happens anymore.
Yeah.
He goes, something
more extreme stuff.
Like what Mick Foley did in the Hell in the Cell. That's like a shot in a shooting star in the sky.
Exactly.
You never knew it was coming, but when it happened, he got a major pop out of it. Okay, and you need to not do that anymore because if it were to happen again within a year, then you'd get that same pop. Cornette said this, but if you keep doing it,
Yeah.
the fans are going to pop off of it. You get the excitement going.
Well, there was one in AEW. He done a high risk maneuver, went through 3 tables, landed awkward, dislocated his ankle and broke it all at the same time.
Yeah, it shortens people's career too. That's what Cornette said.
Took him out for 2 years, that injury. Because his leg was straight, but his foot was facing completely the opposite way.
Oh boy.
That was nasty.
Well, when it comes to punishment, Mick Foley is your man. And the close second would be Terry Funk.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Funk's the only one that could hang with Mick Foley all night long. Literally.
There's a few in AEW like that. Hangman Adam Page. Jesus Christ. Some of the stuff he suffered. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll tell you who could take a lot of punishment, but not as much as Mick Foley or Terry Funk. But he also was popular in ECW, but his career was cut short because, taking damage like that will take a toll on your body. And he walks with a limp the rest of his life because he's got a bum right leg. That was the guy that was Sandman.
Yeah.
He was a fan favorite in ECW, and he was hardcore, but nowhere near along the lines of Terry Funk and Mick Foley, though.
But Darby Allin got put through a table on fire and suffered 2nd-degree burns on his back.
Ooh.
He climbed up a ladder, flipped from the top of the ladder, went straight for a pane of glass, and they had to get the doctor ringside because he was just. It looks like something out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
Slashed open his side. He had to have stitches.
Yeah, Cornette, here's another, he made the example. They managed to carry it on because the fans expected it. Because not only was it cool, but it was funny also. When the Dudleys, when one of them would push the other one, tell them to set the table. And a lot of times one of them ended up going through the table instead of their opponent. But when they pulled it off, that was the end of the match. But before that, they did the what's up, the headbutt from the top rope into somebody's nuts. Oh my God, that always got a pop, but I'd be like, hell no. Anyway, Darren, would one of them come off the top rope and headbutt the other dude in the nuts as the other one's holding their legs? They would headbutt the nuts, and the person that headbutted the nuts, they would turn to the crowd and yell, "What's up?"
Bubba Ray, and he'd slap Devon, the black guy, and he'd say, "Devon, get the table."
Wow. Wow.
And I'm sure it was Bubba Ray that used to hold the legs open, and it was Devon that used to jump off the top rope and headbutt him in the nuts.
You'll catch them on a, not a major wrestling company. I think they show up in OVW every now and then as a special, special thing that they do. But they can still do it, but not on a regular basis.
Yeah. Every time he headbutted him in the nuts, I used to say he's parted the twins.
Oh, gee.
But Mick Foley so far is the only known wrestler to be suffering from CTE. That's because he took a lot of chair shots from that match he was with, I think, The Rock, and his kids was watching from ringside.
Yeah.
And he was really taking those chair shots, and he was bleeding all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
But with all the blows to the head that Mick Foley took over the years, he has CTE, and it's sad. I mean, he's normal, but sometimes he'll have his moments where, CTA is affecting him. He'll get really quiet and not talk.
Yeah. Well, that car crash he had a year probably didn't help. The car's a write-off, and how he never got any serious injuries from that, I have no clue.
But see, he's the only one that could pull something like that off. Be in a major car accident like that and walk away. They should have been playing the music as he was walking away.
Well, the last pay-per-view on AEW, Jesus Christ, that Texas Death Match, oh my God. They used cement bricks. They used bloody thumbtacks, glass, barbed wire.
Yeah, but when you go back and look at Mick Foley's matches as Cactus Jack back in the day, he was indestructible.
Well, how the bloody hell Hangman Adam Page could carry on, I have no idea. Because MJF pulled out a bloody needle, rammed the needle through his cheek, and then stood there and squirted the stuff out the bloody syringe through his cheek, and you can see it. It's just coming out. And he left the needle stuck in his cheek, and they carried on wrestling. And
Yeah.
he had a proper staple in his tongue and all.
Yeah, this is what you're used to.
His tongue and stapled his bloody tongue, put a massive staple in his tongue. Stop that.
Yeah, towards the end of his career, this is the music he always came out to as Mick Foley.
No doubt these kids had to get out. I want to bring some Caleb, we've been seeing, and as you bring us this report, also going to continue to
Yeah. Yeah, the car crash. How bloody appropriate would that have been for him to walk away during that car crash?
Well, that's what it was like when he wrestled the match.
Yeah. I think one of my favourite bits of Mick Foley, he was wrestling Hardcore Holly in the Hardcore match. And they were at the back, and there was this payphone, and it rang. Mick Foley answered it, and he said to Hardcore Holly, "Here, reach out and call somebody," and hit him with the bloody phone. I was wetting myself.
But I'm glad that they paid tribute to Mick Foley out of all the shit he went through. And Vince McMahon never wanted to sign him. It was Rob Ross that got him to sign Mick Foley.
Yeah.
And I like the tribute that they put to him, and he ended up winning the heavyweight championship belt. He held it for a little while.
The one I feel sorry for is Chris Benoit. Because he had a massive brain injury, didn't he? That nobody picked up on.
Yeah, it was AJ Styles that vaulted Kairi Sane over the top rope like that. Perfect form. I didn't like it. I'm like, oh, goddamn. She's flying over the top rope after she got vaulted by AJ Styles and landed on all the girls outside the ring. I'm like, she could have broke a leg. She could have broke her back. It's like, no, don't do that shit outside the ring.
Do it inside the ring.
That's scary.
But that's the women do it because they can. They know they could get into doing it, but they, some of them are better than some of the male wrestlers.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
you look at some of the women, how bloody tiny they are. And you think, Jesus Christ, a good gust of wind would blow you over. And then you see them wrestle and you think, Jesus Christ, she's a little firecracker.
Well, they can cause damage.
Oh,
Anyway,
Yeah,
Darren,
man.
when you saw him come out as Cactus Jack, there was always a trash can or a chair in his hand. And
yeah.
he'd always give the 6 gun symbol with his hands, but he'd always have a metal trash can or a chair or a box full of gardening tools.
It's like Anarchy in the Arena on AEW. Jesus bloody Christ. And it is pure anarchy. They go all over the building. There's 10 of them.
Darren, blow up my screen.
Outside.
1 second here.
They get up where the audience is, above the entranceways, and they're jumping off of there. Backflipping off of there.
Yeah, there it is. See that,
Yeah.
Darren? The
Yeah.
Undertaker threw him off the top of the cage onto the table there. And he was laying down there. He was selling it. But yeah, he walked away from that. But hold on. Hang
I
on.
remember watching that.
Boom.
When that happened, I can remember saying, holy shit.
That's why there are kids that come up to them and talk about it. And they weren't even born when this match took place, but they still keep talking about it. The Hell in the Cell match with Undertaker.
Yeah.
Wow.
I recommend anybody watch the entire match. You can do it right here on YouTube. Just type in Undertaker, Mankind, Hell in the Cell match. You can watch the entire match.
It's amazing. It will blow your mind.
Wow.
But I've seen some stuff with AEW, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Okay, hang on a second. You remember this, Tammy? Blow my screen up again, Darren. They brought out Hogan, and then there's Jimmy Hart behind him waving the flag, and they're booing him.
Yeah.
See, at this moment, when they were booing him, I would have brought out Ron Simmons and put him on the screen, and everybody would have been cheering, and he would be looking like, damn! that would have saved Monday Night Raw that night from everybody booing. They booed Hogan for multiple reasons. The bad press he was getting about the racist comment about his daughter dating a black guy. And what really took the cake, what ruined him, was him coming out at the Republican National Convention talking about Trump and supporting Trump. That's what killed Hulk Hogan. And then within a matter of a month, he was dead anyway. But he killed his career. And he came out to advertise for his beer company. Nobody was interested. Nobody gave a shit. I felt sorry for Jimmy Hart. I mean, Jimmy Hart is a legend. And he was just standing there waving the flag, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to have to get paid more money for this if I'm going to get booed with you. But what would have saved that night, in a way, is when they were booing Hogan, is have Ron Simmons come out onto the screen. And, damn! Everybody would have been cheering for that. But you see, Hogan wasn't around for the Attitude Era.
When was the Attitude Era?
The Attitude Era? That was late 90s until about 2004, if I remember correctly. Tammy needs to help me on that. I think the Attitude Era ended in 2004. it was getting very adult rated, is what it was.
Oh.
And the finger shooting and the profanity. That's why they call it the Attitude Era. Because normally in wrestling, you never heard anybody use profanity.
Correct. Da-da.
Do you remember Marty Jannetty?
Yes, he has
I'm
Party
friends
with
with him.
Marty. I got to talk to him.
I'm friends with him.
Well, if you go to Wrestling with Savage, the YouTube channel Wrestling with Savage, he's
Yeah.
the one that brought me up to the panel to get to talk with Marty on panel. And we were talking, and Marty liked me. He thought it was funny. I was telling him, I go to your hometown in Columbus, Georgia. I said, there are two famous people that come out of Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta wait for that noise to stop because I'm not yelling over that. There are two famous people that come out of Columbus, Georgia. Tim, do you all hear that?
No.
The comedian, the comedian Tim Wilson and Marty Jannetty come out of Columbus, Georgia. And I was telling him that. He goes, Tim Wilson's from here? He goes, yeah. Because he knew who Tim Wilson was. I said, yeah, he's from Columbus, Georgia, born and raised. And we're talking about ladies and everything. And he said, Sean, I bet you get a lot of girls too. I said, no, not really. And I said, I wish I had half the women you turned over.
Oh yeah, he took me a ladies man.
Yeah, he thought that was funny, but he said it. He got more girls than Shawn Michaels did.
Oh yeah. Even now he still gets the flipping girls.
But what really affected him was the way they handled the split between him and Shawn Michaels. They were a premier tag team from the AWA.
Yeah.
And they should have had something for Marty instead of just, screwing him like that. If a brilliant tag team that would have replaced Shawn Michaels for the Rockers should have been Owen Hart.
Yeah.
That would have been a good matchup because Owen Hart can wrestle.
Yeah.
But the only gimmick they had him was the blue blazer, which everything about the blue blazer was stupid except for the backflip off the top rope. But I seen him doing that not as the blue blazer, but tagged with I forgot what they called them. It was him and Jim the Anvil Neidhart together, and they didn't wear pink and black. They wore this. They looked like a checker cab uniform type thing.
I believe I told you this before. I'm just.
All that noise is coming from Kyle.
The new foundation.
That's it. The new foundation. But they paid for it for Owen's death. That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
And Owen didn't want to do it in the first place. It's
No.
stupid. Having to come on a zip line straight down to the ring like that.
Yeah. I remember watching that live, and I knew then the way he landed in that ring, he was dead.
Yeah, it was the Kiel Center in St. Louis.
Yeah. And I remember it being on back then, not like it is now where it's on DVDs. It was on the old VHS.
Well, they never showed what happened to Owen. They did live, but they turned the cameras away. And the footage was never aired again, except for during the live. Unless somebody recorded it, there's no recording of that.
They record the VHSs that had been released because the footage was on that. So they recalled it. I remember going in WH Smith's to buy it.
When that happened, VHSs weren't a thing. Everything was on DVD then.
Yeah, DVD. What is it now, Sean? Still the same thing?
No, it was on VHS because I went to buy it, and I asked them, where is that particular one? And they said, oh, it's been recalled. And I said, yeah, I know why, because Owen Hart died in that.
Yeah, they never released the footage of you see him hitting the ring.
Oh, why is that?
They would never show it.
Too violent?
Well, the guy died.
He died, Darren.
The only way you saw that is if you were there at the arena or watching it live, because as soon as it happened, the cameras turned away.
Ah.
And all you heard was the crowd, and you heard Rob Ross talking.
Come on,
yeah.
Tell me, come on.
Because they had the emergency services in the ring, but it was too late. He died from a broken neck and internal injuries he suffered. Because he fell about 70 feet down.
Jesus.
He fell about 70 feet.
Oh my God.
And landed on the top rope on his head. And it snapped his neck.
Yeah, that's why everybody talks about that. And official word is you're not going to find that footage. Nobody has it. There's people that claim that they had it. They don't.
There's footage on YouTube.
The only way that somebody would have that is if they DVR'd it and they have it on their DVR during the live, or they recorded it old VHS style, which I highly doubt anybody did because VHSs weren't a thing then. DVDs totally took over.
No, not in the UK. It was VHS.
Well, in the UK, I didn't know y'all still had VHS, but VHSs went by the wayside in late '90s. Everything went to DVD then.
Because he died on May 23rd, 1999.
Yeah, VHSs were phased out by then. Nobody had one. If they did, it was in their basement and didn't work. Everybody was using DVDs then. That's why I say the only way that somebody would have that footage is if they DVR'd it.
They didn't become available in the UK till 1997, but the VHS never got replaced until 1998. And the VHS tapes are still available in the UK till 2003.
Thank you, YL.
Yeah, it was made. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It happened on May 23rd, 99.
Yeah.
Oh, I take it back. It wasn't St. Louis. It was Kansas City, the other side of the state.
But we didn't get DVDs, players. They didn't become popular in the UK till the 2000s. So they were still selling them on VHS in the UK. And the VHSs was recalled back because it had footage of Owen Hart dying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he died from internal bleeding due to blunt trauma.
That's bad. That's very bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he fell 70 feet, Eddie.
Yeah, it was 70 feet.
That's a long way down, to be honest.
Yeah, but it was stupid and unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because the year Owen Hart died, he died in May. My 19-year-old cousin was killed in the August. He got hit by a car doing 100 miles an hour on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, Hogan got booed, and the first time Raw was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You got to mute Kyle. That is a lot of background noise.
What?
You got too much noise, Kyle. Mute yourself. I want to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Whatever you're doing, it's really loud.
Alrighty then, jeez.
Yeah, my
Jeez.
Okay, it wasn't Kyle.
Maybe it's Ellie.
no,
No, it's not me, Darren.
Oh, okay.
All I'm doing is on the keyboard just asking
it
people
might be
it's-
me
questions
because I was grabbing a drink.
in your chat,
Yeah,
Darren.
it's a lot of background noise. Believe me, and that's why everybody's wondering why I'm talking, and then I stop abruptly because I'm hearing this background noise, and it's really loud.
Sean is right.
Was it
Today,
this you were hearing, Sean?
Yep,
Was it
that's
that?
it. Yep,
That was me grabbing a drink.
it sounds like you're shuffling papers right
No,
next to the microphone.
it's me drink. I was pouring myself out a drink.
I'm sorry, Kyle, if you're still here. I thought it was Kyle because I could hear him talking and everything in the background and everything. And I thought it all came from him.
No.
Okay then. There you go,
That was
Kyle.
me,
Here's the
Kyle.
ladder back. It's the plunker.
Come back, you Gert Plunker. But Pepto Bismol and that I can't have. Oh, Gaviscon.
I mean, like if you heard a lot of background noise coming from me, I mean, I'm sure everybody would say something. You're like, hey, figure out what that is. Let's put an end to it.
We only hear your gas, Sean. Gas.
Yeah,
I don't have gas.
yeah, at the moment. Maybe Tammy might do some gas.
Oh, I get that when I've had chicken.
Oh, you guys should have heard me last night at Kennehuka Farm. Oh my God, I farted so much. I laughed so hard. Damn.
Well,
I
my cousin who was in the army, Joe, she went on a ghost hunt at a prison. She farted so loud she scared herself and everybody there. And then she turned around and went, "Cool, that ghost don't have smell." And it was her.
Yeah.
She farted to scare the crap out of everybody.
Yeah, this is the only background noise you'll hear from me.
I gotta admit, when they made a proper movie of that, they done that one well, The Lion King.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a better one. I was playing the wrong one. Yeah,
Oh, welcome back.
here it is.
You good, Plonka?
Yeah, you got Plonker.
Nature's Zoo.
It made me laugh at the cinema when Timon and Pumbaa were singing, and he sang about farting, and he cleared the savannah. that bit had me laughing.
Yeah,
And my mum,
nobody.
when we went to watch the Disney version at the cinema, when you got Zazu singing "I Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts," my mum was singing the Rude version.
Nobody thought that was funny. The clip that y'all played for me last week, those two big people jumping up and down on that trampoline, and the girl flew into the trailer.
Oh, that was great. It was like she was giving the trailer an RKO.
Yeah. Yeah, Darren, how's Pebbles?
Pebbles is great, thank you.
Sleeping now?
Absolutely.
Thought so.
Oh, we've got a storm hitting us tomorrow.
Oh, the
So
dog,
this-
yeah, the dog.
90-mile-per-hour winds.
Shit,
Oy.
that's bad.
Is that normal?
We've had storms, but we've had like 30-mile-per-hour winds and that. But this is the first big one since a couple of years ago. 114-mile-per-hour winds.
Fuck, that's fast, Timmy. Wind
Yeah.
speed.
A bloke died in the storm. A tree landed on his car.
Shit.
Yes, and like an idiot, I drove an hour away to a bloody prison to do an investigation.
Wait. Before I go, I gotta tell you, Tammy, what is a three-way match between those three gonna solve? The
Nothing.
storyline. What the storyline was stupid from the get-go. Kana hated it when it first started. She did her own thing on her own YouTube channel. She didn't exactly say it that way, but when you communicate with Japanese women and look at their eyes, you can read between the lines of what
Hi,
they're
Daniel.
saying.
Oh,
She
they
didn't
do.
like the storyline, even with Rhea Ripley in it.
Are they doing it to split the Kabuki Warriors up?
It's a stupid storyline. Even Jim Cornette said it. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It's like they got nothing.
Versus
They got
Kieran
no.
Dane versus
they got-
Asuka.
They don't have any writers that know what the hell they're doing.
No.
They have no heat going into WrestleMania to sell tickets. It's like, what is this? It's garbage.
Yeah.
And they expect people to spend that kind of money on tickets? No.
No, that's
Yeah.
too expensive, Sean. Even now,
Because-
cafes, excuse me, Timmy, sorry about that. Even cafes, Sean, where I am, it's bloody expensive. for
They got
everything.
they got baby faces going against baby faces. It's like, that's stupid. You're this close to WrestleMania. You got to get heat going and a good storyline. They don't have any of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, why would I pay 28,000 to go and meet wrestlers, but all but one is retired?
Yeah, and I'll tell you this: if I could have gave them that idea, I would have got them instant heat going into WrestleMania. I would have developed a storyline from like back in February, where I'd get a couple of veteran wrestlers to wear a mask so nobody would know who they were, and have them as ICE agents, and one of them attacked, like one of the Japanese wrestlers or Rhea Ripley because she's Australian, and they all come to the rescue. Yeah, and I would have developed a story with that. And the guys that are the ICE tag team would have got the World Tag Championships, and then Rhea Ripley and Kana would have went against them for the male tag team champions. I mean, why not? They gave China is not as a good wrestler as Kana and Rhea Ripley ever will be, and yet she won the Intercontinental Championship,
Wow.
the men's world Intercontinental Championship. I said, why not these two win the male tag teams? That would be a hell of a story. It would have a pop, and everybody would love it. Because the top two female stars in the female division is Rhea Ripley and Kana.
Yeah.
Wow.
And anyway, Rhea Ripley is like China. She can handle the guys. And so can Kana, because Kana wrestled men in Japan, and they were stiff about it. Because in Japan, they believe in intergender matches.
Ooh, that's crazy.
You can say that again, Darren.
When you got Raw, SmackDown, and you go to get a ticket, front row tickets are almost £3,000. Why would I pay that when I can pay like £500 or whatever for AEW?
Yeah, I
And
believe
get
with
5 hours worth of wrestling.
Yeah, I believe what Brian said, the co-host of Jim Cornette's Corny Drive-Through. If I'm spending that kind of money, I better have leave Livy Morgan's ass in my hands.
Yeah. Well, for that package, you get Liv Morgan, AJ Styles, The Undertaker, and the Steiner Brothers.
I don't care about any of them. I'd be like, I don't even care about Liv Morgan.
Exactly. That would set me back £28,000.
I want the wrestlers that
just to meet them, and the only one that's still wrestling is Liv Morgan. All the others have retired. Undertaker's retired, AJ Styles is retired. The Steiner Brothers been retired for years.
There we
Yeah,
go.
it's tough. It's tough. Tough on their bodies, I think.
Well, Big Papa Pump looks rough.
Yeah, he does.
The steroids caught up with him.
Yeah, because you got Scott and Rick, and Scott Steiner is I call him Ball Breaker, Braun Breaker's uncle, and Rick is his dad. But I could, if I wanted to go to AEW, I could pay much cheaper. I think it's about 3,000 or something, and I get a full package. I get to meet all the wrestlers. I get to go down the entrance. I get ringside photo.
Darren, blow up my screen. That's Iro Sky without the makeup on her face. She looks great without all that damn makeup on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. She looks great without it. She has a bruise on her forehead from that mishap outside the ring. Because she's doing a video of it. Darren, here, let me show you. Here's what it looked like. Okay, and the rope caught her foot, caught her feet.
Wow. Right.
But look at that. She lands right on her head. See that?
Wow.
But she snapped right back up and started wrestling. And Kana really sold that. She didn't even barely touch Kana, but she sold it good enough for Iro Sky, though.
Yeah, she got a neck injury from that. I'm not bloody surprised.
Yeah, and believe it or not, it's not the bone. It's the muscle in her neck.
Yeah,
it got pulled a little bit, but other than that, she's fine. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
And let me see if I can get a frontal face shot. But it's like a lot of these Asian ladies, they look a lot better without all that damn makeup on their face.
Yeah, Asuka's very pretty without with no makeup on.
For me, Timmy and Sean, I like Vietnamese women. They're hot and they're down, relaxed people, ladies.
Asuka is very pretty without makeup on. I got some photos and videos of her again. She sent me some more photos and videos of her. Oh, Darren, I brought myself some American candy today.
Really?
Yeah. Look.
Okay, Darren, blow my screen back up. There's what she looks like with makeup on her face when you normally see her. See?
Well,
I think she looks better without the makeup. There's Kiri Sane, but she's married
she does.
and has a kid. But those women can wrestle, and you can be stiff with them, and they can still go at it.
Oh yeah.
That's why they need to
like
promote. They need to promote Mo from Japan. more wrestlers from Japan because they're better.
True that.
There's
Exactly.
one in
Yeah, I was gonna say, Sean.
in
Chance.
AEW.
Like Stifler, Sean.
Okay, what are you saying, Ellie? I didn't hear you.
You said stiff or whatever, and I said like Stifler, like American Pie, the actor. Is that
Stiff, meaning. Do you know what that means to being stiff? That means you're actually getting hit, and it's not being you know like a feign. It's not a feign hit.
Okay.
No, they actually make a lot more contact. But look at this. This Rodriguez chick here. She only stands, 5'8", 5'9". Look at the height difference between her and Iro Sky.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm going to be all the way up here, But look at this. And now you know why they won't date Godzilla.
Thank you, May.
But it's like this one, Sean. I'm gonna send you a photo of her. She's absolutely diddy. Tiny little thing, but man, is she a good wrestler.
Yeah, the small Japanese girls are really dangerous, and yes, they're good.
You think a good gust of wind would blow her over?
Darren, let's put it this way. Darren, I can step over the top rope like Andre the Giant could, right? And when they go into the ring, the tops of their heads barely make it over the top rope.
Really? Big difference.
Yes.
What's that?
Are the top ropes different on every ring? Or are they all certain height? Like they should.
It's universal. It's typically universal, the same height.
Cool. Cool. Are they all the same size, the rings, or like space?
20 by 20. 20 by 20. They're all the same size.
All right. Nice.
I know that girl, but I can't remember.
Rhea. She's 5'1". Tiny little thing. She's pretty though as well.
If you want to know who's hot, Tammy and Sean, I like Vietnamese women. They are hot, to be honest. And very down to earth ladies they are.
My uncle spent 6 months in China. Got stationed in China.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hi, Trixie.
Do you want to giggle, Darren?
Oh, okay.
My neighbour's cat that looks like little Toby.
Oh, I know, so cute.
The carer turned up the other day, and he opened the door and he went, "Tammy, there's someone here for you." And without looking, I went, "Oh, socks, baby." And I said, "Come on in then." And the cat come on in. And I tapped the sofa next to me and I said, "Come on then, get up, make yourself comfortable." And he got up on the sofa and snuggled up with me, and he stayed there for 2 hours.
Wow. Wow.
So if he's outside when this storm starts, he's coming in mine. where he'd be safe.
Yeah, but when I met Kana, and she stepped right in front of me and looked up. These girls have to break their neck to look up at me. If I got down on my knees, I'd probably be the same height as them.
Probably.
I'd be like, yeah, this is more like it. I'm eye to eye with you, all of you now.
Rosalinda, Nicholas, shout out.
It was easier for me to lay down on the floor when I met a 7'2" wrestler. 2 foot taller than me. And then he says to me, "Can you do me a favour?" I said, "Depends on what it is. Will you get in the ring with me and I'll stick a rope round your neck with a cowbell on it?" I said, "Hell no. We ain't playing bloody hangman."
Yeah, the first one to bring a cowbell and a rope to the ring was Hoss Funk. Well, Dory Funk. He later became Hoss. It was Terry Funk's older brother.
Cool. But yeah, he wanted me to basically get in the ring, him stick the rope round my neck with a cowbell attached to it, just to take photos. I stand there with my thumb up. I was like, "Look, as long as we ain't having the game of hangman, I'm up for it."
Yeah, you go, Plonker.
I said, "Christ," I said, "at this height," I said, "I can run through your legs and tickle your pickle."
Yeah.
Literally could have. He was 7'2" and I'm 5'2".
7'2"?
Yeah, 7'2" this wrestler was.
Oh.
His hand, my hand and half my flipping arm disappeared in his hand.
Wow.
But he was lovely. Such a lovely wrestler.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
He called me his little mate.
Brilliant.
Put it this way, Darren, if my mum had to fight him, she'd only be able to kick him in the kneecap. And that's if she could get her leg up that high.
Oh.
Other than that, she'd have to kick him in the ankle and run like hell.
Yeah.
See, I weren't scared of none of the wrestlers. Wasn't scared of none of them.
That could get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one. He used to be really mean, weren't he, Mum? Which is the part he had to play. And I'd run over every time and kick the bugger in the ankle. And he'd go and tell me, "Dad, your daughter's kicked me in the bloody ankle again."
Hey, swamp donkey.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad, you better go to bed very soon, Darren. Well, Heavenly Brother, you got to go to bed. You need to end the stream very soon.
Yeah, I got to go to bed myself because I got to wake up at between 4 and 5 and go pick that load up and start taking it to Indianapolis. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow night, all right?
How long of a drive is that?
Yeah, I'll be in Indianapolis tomorrow night for your live stream, Darren. I'll talk to y'all later.
How long is that of a drive, Sean?
About 8-9 hours.
Damn. How many miles?
About 600.
That'd get me almost up to Scotland.
All right, yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.
Right.
Nice talking to
It
you,
would
fellas.
take me up to Scotland.
Bye-bye.
Right, top.
Night.
Bye.
Night, Sean, mate. Still trucking.
Good night,
But
everybody.
yeah, I
Good
wasn't scared
night.
of none of them, Darren.
Thank you.
Night, everyone.
No, you go, Plonker. I said before you tell me.
Night, you got Plonker. Guess what,
Yeah.
Ellie?